All right. News for tonight. News for tonight. So this one was funny. This one was funny, and I people on Twitter are funny, man. People on Twitter are funny because obviously when you say something, people misconstrue what you're trying to say, and people thought that I was upset at this, but the reviews, the embargo lifted for Stellar BBL. I was gonna say I was saying the real name. The embargo lifted for Stellar Blade yesterday. So by the time you see this video on YouTube, obviously it'll be at least a couple days past. But on Wednesday, April the 24th, I'll just say the actual date. The embargo lifted, so everyone was dropping their reviews for Stellar Blade, and obviously the biggest people weren't really talking about the gameplay, but ever since the game got announced, as you know, people have been talking about the character Eve and her butt. Now, regardless of whether you think her butt is big or not, that's a different story. But I played the demo, and I was like, yo, like this game was actually way different than I thought. I thought it was gonna be more like a Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, just straight up action type of game, but it ended up being more like a Soulsborne. Ended up being more akin to Sekiro, and I was pleasantly surprised. And I was like, oh, yo, like I like this. Like I like the game like this. So I was excited. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely playing it now. Like I was gonna play it regardless, like even if it was more like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, but for being the Soulsborne, like I'm all about Soulsborne gaming. So I was even more excited. So, anyways, my thoughts aside, one of the people who got to review Stellar Blade early, notice this picture here. Notice this picture here. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see if you didn't see it. But there was controversy over this area, and this graffiti says hard. This graffiti says hard, and then there is an R shop. So they said that it's the hard R shop. Now, what is the hard R, might you ask? So the hard R could be two words, and I'm not going to say the words, but one is a racial slur, and one is something that wasn't a slur, but has definitely turned into a no word because of culture and what is deemed as offensive in 2024. But it is dealing with a word that you would call someone who is not as smart or has actual disability. So it could be either one of those words. Those are the two words that people associate the hard R with. So this brought up some controversy, and literally as the person exposed this area, which had this graffiti here, it got patched, by the way. It immediately got patched, but let me just go ahead and read through the timeline. So the embargo went up, and of course controversy, and the issue was this area with the hard R. And you talk about extreme violence a sec, but it's really not that. It's the hard R definitely doesn't mean something for extreme violence for sex. I don't know what this person's talking about in this article. It's definitely one of those two words that I said. So Sony immediately commented on this, and they said that it was unintentional, clearly, and it will be patched out. So they immediately got patched out, and again, some people who had an early copy posted an updated picture, and now it said like crime as a graffiti next to the art shop in this particular area. So it was just funny to me when I saw it. I said, oh, hard R. I was like, that. I'm like, that ain't funny. So the controversy began because obviously, it's not a term that is that is a nice word to say, regardless of which word that you think it is. What up, Megas? So people were like, oh man, because Shift Up is a Korean studio, and there are words that they say in Korean, and this is shout out to Gene Park, because I have heard some of the words, and people like, hey, what you say? Did you say it sounds like you saying nigga? it sounds like you saying that. So there are some words in Korean language that do sound like you're saying the N word. So So people took that and it was like, yo, man, is this Korean studio being racist? Like, what y'all doing? Was this intentional? But what people found out was that this isn't the only place in the game. And I'm actually going to look now. I'm going to look once I actually start playing the game for myself. But there are random places within the game that have this graffiti. They have different words. It's not just a hard word, but there are other words that are riddled throughout the word. My guess is this is procedurally generated. I don't think that this was intentionally placed in this area or any other area. They said that there are other places that have graffiti. There are other like weird words or just like things that, you know, that are a little weird. So they're definitely procedurally generated, not intentionally placed in these areas. So to continue, like I said, they replaced the word hard with the word crime. So that was Sony. They said the placement of the two graphic near each other instead of blade resulting in an unintentional, objectionable phrase. Shift Up had no intention of creating the offensive artwork and will be replacing the graffiti for the day patch. So I don't think honestly, if I was a reviewer, if I got this game early, I don't think I even want to notice this. And if I did, I would have laughed just like I am now. Like, it's funny. It's funny to me. I don't take really any seriousness to this because I know that it was unintentional. Like I was like, damn, like that's just funny as coincidence, right? The like hard R would be right there. It was just a coincidence, right? But people got upset, you know, at per usual, because people always get upset anytime that people find any reason to get upset and feel like someone is coming at them, they're going to take it. But me as a black person, like whether you're talking about the word for people who are, you know, who actually have disabilities, or if you're talking about the racist word, like I don't care either way, because again, I know it wasn't. If it was, then I'll be like, hey, yo, man, y'all tripping. You know, I'm still gonna play a game, but you know, maybe you should have. If you did this intentionally and you thought that nobody would notice or get offended, then this is the situation. I said this on Twitter. This is the situation where consultation companies are needed, because you know that's literally their job, right? I'm not saying that a consultation company will get it, that they will notice every single thing that's going on with your video game, but that's literally why you hire a consultation company. That's what I was saying. But people taking it, you know, to different extremes. They're like, oh man, what you talking about consultation companies? You know, what about the beta testers? And I'm like, yeah, beta testers miss stuff too. They miss game breaking bugs. Yes, that is true. You know, again, no one is perfect. No human is 100% perfect, and even no AI or computer is 100% perfect. So things happen. You know, things get missed. I understand that. I totally understand that. So, with that being said, again, this is why you hire a consultation company for situation like this, where you know someone could possibly be offended at what they see in a video game, whether it's intentional or unintentional. Like, you know, consultation companies work on things like sensitivity training, stuff like this. So that's literally their job. So I was like, dang, maybe if they hired a consultation company, maybe this wouldn't happen. But again, you know, in this particular case, again, it wasn't intentional. It was, you know, procedurally generated. You know, the graffiti just happened to be there and ended up being a coincidental incident. So again, I'm not tripping off of it. It is a nothing burger. It definitely is a nothing burger. But again, it's the internet. You know, you see it and you're like, oh dang, like like what the heck is going on? So this ended up actually trending #1 on Twitter for a while. It was funny to me. Like I said, it was absolutely hilarious. But this is what happened, and of course, you know, people ran with it. We saw journalists immediately hop on this, and they were like, oh man, you know, this is another reason why Stellar Blade is bad. You know, you have women with big butts. This is not what a real woman looks like. And then look at this, now you have the hard R. Again, like I can't do anything but laugh, man. That's what it is all the time, Trump. That's literally what it is all the time. People are looking for reasons to get upset. They are looking for reasons to get upset. I don't understand why. Ah, damn, the Seahawks got Byron Murphy, you bastards. That was one of our picks, man, that they was thinking. Sorry. So yeah, so that's where we're at now. I don't know. I think people were just upset about it yesterday, but I don't think really anybody is truly upset. I just think people just want to spark controversy. because this is definitely something that caught people's eyes, and I've seen a lot of jokes rolling around, and it was funny. Like I said, it was funny to me. What else, Scotty? I see you first time in your stream. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, welcome. So that's where we at. Like I said, it was an unintentional mistake. It was super funny to me. Shout out to them getting it patched immediately. So doesn't matter anymore. The picture will always be there for the internet to see, but this is literally what it got replaced with. So now you can see. So it says crime now. It says crime. So everybody can shut up. Still gonna play the game. I think I'm still gonna enjoy it. So we'll be hopping on that at midnight. I've been waiting on it. So there we are. There we are with that. All right. Moving on. I found this funny. I found this one funny too. So apparently, and I didn't know that this was a thing. But of course it's a thing. Of course it's a thing, right? Exactly one person is still online for the original Splatoon, not Splatoon 2, not Splatoon 3. The original Splatoon that's on the Wii U after the servers got shut down. Again, I generally do not pay attention to what servers are still up, what servers got shut down, unless it's something that happens immediately. But like for a long-standing game, I don't pay attention to when the servers finally get shut down. But Nintendo permanently shut down the servers for the original Splatoon as of April 8th. Again, I didn't know who was still playing the original Splatoon on Wii U. Apparently this person was. There's a person whose name on Twitter is LCD101. He is still technically, he's probably still at the Wii U on. He is still logged into the freaking servers, man. Like what the heck? So this person has been like documenting his journey every day since the servers officially went off. So he's still online. He can't play any games, but he is trying to. He is trying to actually get in the server. Like he's trying to get into matchmaking. Obviously, there's nobody on there, but he's doing it, and he's like documenting himself. He's documenting himself on the game. What is this, man? What is this? So he's like, hey man, he said another update for someone still in the network, almost a day after closing. I am the final Splatoon player online. I'm going to hold out as long as I can. So this man is just taking screenshots of him just in the lobby, bro. Like, what are we doing? I think this man needs to be checked, bro. What's going on with his mental health? What's going on with his well-being? He needs to go out and touch grass. This man has literally like every day. So April 9th, April 10th. He called himself the captain now. He called himself the captain of Splatoon. He has literally just been recording himself, and he just keeps going. April 10th. This is your captain. This is your captain. He's just posting the same stuff, man. He just going through the map rotations. He's the only one in the lobby. He's unable to find anybody. He did notice one thing though. Let me continue on. He noticed that you can still go into the store, which is weird. He can still go into the store, but obviously you can't make any purchases. Like he keeps getting errors when he's trying to go into matchmaking. So he's struggling to watch your ads. Oh man, does. So he can still go into the actual store, which I just find absolutely hilarious. So like, as you can see here, so like he's in the store, and like, look how much money this man got. Like 236,586 coins. So like, he can't buy anything either, but he can at least go into the store. He can at least access it. So it's just too funny. Hold on. It said, what happens if you buy something or you don't want to trigger something to get you out? He said it just adds to your equip menu inventory. Nothing bad happens. Oh, he actually can buy something. So I take that back. He can buy the shop. He can buy the shop. Like what? So he can still buy things. He just can't get into matches. That's even worse, actually. That's even worse. So like, what the? Like, please, bro, please go play the other Splatoons. Like, I don't know what this is doing for you, but I just found that hilarious. I'm like, really? And then looking at the bottom of this article, apparently, again, other people have done this with other games. It says that other people have managed to stay in games after the Nintendo network shut down, including 2 people in Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart 8 on Wii U, 4 players on Xenoblade Chronicles X and 1 player in Pokemon X and Y, Mario Maker, and now Splatoon. Like, why? I'm not understanding why people are doing this. They're keeping the game alive. No, you can't keep the game alive when you can't even play anything. That's the crazy thing. You can't even keep the game alive when you can't play anything. But I guess you can brag because he's now the captain of Splatoon, and his Wii U is going to literally die because he's just going to keep it on. He's just going to keep it on just to say that he's the only player on Splatoon. Like, this man is lonely. He literally said, "I'm so lonely" in the first. He was like, "I'm so lonely." Yeah, of course you are, because this is what you're doing with your life now. This is what you're doing with your life. You need to log in. No, I think if he leaves, I'm pretty sure if he leaves, like actually cuts the game off, I don't think he's gonna let him back on. Like he's just gonna keep his Wii U on and just keep the game on just to stay in queue and be able to just move around. Like the Nintendo servers are dead, bro. Like they're dead. They're dead. So all right, Viking got Dallas Turner. All right, defensive players are going off the board now, finally. All right. Defensive players are coming off the board. Cincinnati pick it, then the Rams pick. I need to see who the Rams are gonna pick, man. I need to see who the Rams are gonna pick. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like I said, I don't get it, but I found it hilarious. I found it absolutely hilarious. I was like, bro. I was like, why are people doing this, man? Why are people doing this? So, all right. Next bit of news. I'm excited about this one. I am excited about this one. So let me cut this off. So we got some Hunter and X Hunter Nin Impact gameplay. Everyone thought it was gonna be an arena fighter, including myself. We thought it was gonna be an arena fighter. It is not. It is a 3v3 Marvel vs. Capcom / Dragon Ball Fighters 2D fighter. I'm happy about that. So here's some early gameplay. And boy, Kurapika was getting packed up. I like it, man. The juggling is sick. Max had played more like Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Like I said, it's reminiscent of any one of those like 2D team fighters. I saw all the ninjas who are at Evo Japan currently are playing it. All the ninjas who are at Evo Japan are playing it. So it's one of those. It's just like us. No Mag of the Year too. It's just like us being able to play 2XKO. I hate that name. Project L. Project L. We were able to play at an Evo in the state. But yeah, so this is a new game that people got a chance to preview at Evo Japan. So I like it. Like you said, this is my favorite type of fighter. It's my favorite type of fighter. So I'll definitely hop on. I've seen some controversy though. Seeing some controversy. Hey, shout out to Grump. Shout out to Grump with the 6 months. Some people they're talking about the graphics right now. And again, like this is the thing that I constantly do not like, and I don't think it's fair about early builds, early gameplay. Because again, the graphics could get better. This is just early gameplay. So yeah, we have to take what we're seeing with a grain of salt. I think from a technical standpoint, I think that the fighting looks nice. The graphics aren't the best, but it doesn't bother me. This isn't like Rise of the Ronin. Rise of the Ronin looks like utter crap, but this doesn't look bad. Shout out to Dust as well. Dust say, "I'm tired of being a broke boy. I don't want no ass no more." Shout out to you for the 11 months. But yeah, so this person said like a DS game. Some people are like, oh, it's not an arena fighter. Like, you don't want this to be an arena fighter. Trust me. We've literally seen all of those arena fighters just fall to the wayside. Nobody takes them seriously. But this could potentially be another competitive game. This could be in a rotation at the major FGC tournament. So that's what I want. But again, if the FGC doesn't hop on it, then unless for some reason it ends up being a nice party game amongst the casuals, your fighting game will die super fast. So I would like for this game to see a little steam. I would like for this game to see a little action. So we'll see how it becomes. But also, with this one, Dragon Ball Z is more of a household name. So that's why Dragon Ball Fighters ended up, catching on as well as it had. But I don't know about Hunter x Hunter. I personally, I have Hunter x Hunter in my top five favorite animes of all time. But I don't know how many people like Hunter x Hunter like that. So that may be its major roadblock. It's just the people like who don't know anything about the anime and haven't watched it. If they will get into it as easily as they would for Dragon Ball and that entire universe, so that would be the only other thing that I could see being a roadblock outside of the FGC catching on to it. So we will see.